And we have a Jarl game, because Jarl really, really like fighting Verdances. Last one I played did beat me, which was the first of about 15, 16 Jarls in a row. Oops, I've put the wrong gloves down. This should actually be a Metacarpus, but we can live without it. It's a couple of points of differential into the whole game. Getting some life in response to you playing your turn 1 CLF. Turn 1 of this is actually not very good. I would have Arsenaled that, I think, if I were him. It does more on my second turn, because I'm going to have a full hand no matter what he does here. This is a pretty rubbish opener. He's got an Arsenal, but he's playing AB1. I did not even notice, because that did not cross my mind as something that he might do. Yeah, let's start throwing things at him then. I would like to have kept the root bound, because it's quite nice being a react, but do not have enough earth to do anything meaningful with it. So I'd rather have the plough in the arsenal. If he decides to destroy it, I get an earth card in the bin. If I get to play it, I get to destroy more arsenal by my earthquake. I mean, he's leaked 5 damage immediately, which is I assume he's got a bold attack coming. My temptation, having seen this hand, is to take anything he throws at me and just tree him. But I think he might be able to keep the channel, in which case I won't be able to do that. That would be sad. I can't decide what he's actually playing, because he's got channels and things added, but then he's still on things like All in Ice Cap, which is kind of poor. Coming with a big hit, he's going to give me a Frostbite, and he's going to keep the channel, so I'm really not going to get to do much in my turn. And on that basis, I'm tempted to just fully block out. Just double check this is just one Frostbite, isn't it? Yeah. I don't have anything better to do. This builds me up a yard. I'm basically taking IP penalty here because I can't use the rampant, but it doesn't matter. And this is actually quite good for me. I've now got a root bound to start banishing some stuff. It means that when I finally get around to ploughing, it'll be bigger. Ooh, has he got the fuse. Oh, he's got the fuse. So he's coming in strong. This is fine there. So we may as well use the root bound, and we're going to probably skip a turn. Got a 1 in 3 chance of keeping the rampant, which means I'll be able to have a turn, and if I don't, we have nothing. This is unfortunately the matchup sometimes in TL. He's coming pretty hot with some of this. Oh, the channel's still here. This is actually fine. We're good with this. Because odds were on that I was just going to be stuck on a pulsing and wasn't going to do anything. So I will happily go with that. And to be honest, given I'm about to lose all those, oops, don't know what that was. I think I'm going to. No, I'm not going to play that because I do have one left. Yeah. Gonna get life. Take that. Not putting my stuff on the bottom. So I take 4 damage from Oaken and I use my hand in the least optimal way possible, but nonetheless. I've really not taken much damage from him yet. Okay, we're doing crumble. It's not a bad choice at all. I think he should take hat. He's probably going to do. Oh, yeah, it's definitely the worst choice. Yeah, that's my statement there. That is the worst choice. We're doing this Surgeon because I think he'll waste a card on it. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. And then this is actually quite a good line here. I'm going to play this plough. Decompose. And we'll get rid of another card from him, and then he's going to probably block and have very little use of that crumble, or he's going to take a big hit to get to play his dominate card, which suits me fine. Like I can 100% kill him in the late game with combo, but if I don't have to bother, it's great because Jarl's big strength is actually getting into the late game disruption. That is where you sometimes do lose to him. But like especially just not leaking any damage to him is big. I'm going to drop the root bound because I don't think he's coming in with anything. And this gives me something to play around with. So I could come in for big damage. That's quite tempting. Because it's just keeping him on the back foot. I don't really want this in hand either, I don't think, so I'm going to over pitch it. Go with those. So the reason I don't want the damaging spell in hand is if I draw a bad hand, I can play a healing potion. If I draw a spell, I can play it. If I draw a spell and have an Inferno, it's actually more clogged because I don't have a root. So if I draw no damage next turn, it's not a problem. I can start playing a combo part out. But if I draw, multiple other options, the Inferno technically blocks, but I don't know that he's going to swing at me because he's busy dealing with 8 damage fellings. The felling itself, I think, would actually have got rid of this as well, but it's I tend to just do the efficient stuff. I think that's a really boring turn. I get to play an Earth's Embrace, which is a new thing I'm running. Ooh. Big Spinal. Yeah, cool. We'll block 5. We're not going to get go again on this coming turn because I don't want to break these equipment. It just makes my life harder. So, Earth's Embrace has currently done absolutely nothing since I've put it into the deck, but it has not been worse than Tome in any way, so it's going to continue getting some testing from me. So I have Spinal Crush on me for next turn, and I have to decide which potion I want to play. He does not have all that much disruption at the moment, so I'm going to get a healing potion into play. I'm going to play the Sigil to stay on nearly full life. And we'll arsenal that, because I think one of these in play is more important than one of these. It's difficult because an energy potion really helps you get out of his disruption. Ooh. So he's doing the Winter's Bite, and I am not going to pay it because I would like to throw the card in the bin because it's helping me with decomposers and deck thinning. I mean, assuming he swings at me. This is a weird choice to play, in my opinion. Like, I don't care about that at all. So I'm going to kind of threaten him with things. I think he'll just take this one. He shouldn't pitch to, but it looks like he might be tempted because he's taking some thinking time. Yeah, it looks like I can still do things. It's fine. Throw the potion into play, and we hold the Sigil because there's basically no reason to ever play a Sigil if your arsenal's empty. You can just keep it for comboing. You can empty your arsenal anytime you want to gain life, so. And you can't decompose the Sigils, so they don't help in that regard. If they were an action, we'd play them more aggressively. Okay, so he's going for big man goal. Love it. You're going to break my... So it's in for 8 dominate, so we cannot protect that slot. This is fine. So we may as well block with that. Weirdly, we don't get any the benefit. I'm going to throw that plough at him this next turn, which means I don't want to block at all. Apologies for the dog noises. Apparently it's an absolute affront that someone would dare walk past the house. Right. Play that out, and we're just going to go straight into this plough, I think. Use that up as well, just because I'm going to eat that first on the decomposers. Ploughs are not terribly exciting into him, to be honest, because he can block them so easily. If I'd done this the other way, I could have thrown one arcane at him. I don't think it's relevant, if I'm honest. Not all in all. I prefer not eating. I suppose I could have eaten one of these. There is enough trash in, but I don't have that big a graveyard, and I kind of wanted to preserve some stuff. But yeah, I think I should have probably routed that slightly better. As I say, I don't think the one arcane is actually going to matter at all. If he lives on one, we'll know. Okay, we're actually building up to big combo now. I mean, this is certainly cards he can play. So we'll threaten this Surgeon. Really, I'm just cycling things, and while the sink below is good, I'm about to occupy my arsenal with all sorts of things. This is good because we've taken something off him, and we are just going into a healing potion. The difficulty into Jarl is whether or not to put cards you want to save in your hand or the arsenal. He doesn't seem to be playing CNC. Which, you know, he probably should be. But, and he's just playing a summit at me. I've got a lot of damage here. A lot. Do I have enough? This will give me 1 frostbite, won't it? So basically got 1 from the energy potion, so I have to pay it off. Let me just give him a quick thinking. So this energy potion would pay for the plume. We do have just enough, but it's not actually all in all that good. So we're gonna block him out. We'll play the energy potion. And technically again the turn after with more blues, hopefully, and with another energy potion in play. I think if I had 1 more resource, that would have been fine, because I could have double ether flared, and that would have been what is known as a shit ton of damage. Like that. That's a big hand. That'll do. So unless he's taking my hand off me, we do nothing this turn. And life gain card would be really nice here. We don't get 1, but we do get a lot of amp. Just turn that off. On for a second. Okay, nice little amp 6. So 12 Surgeon into an Ether Flare, into an Ether Tide, and that should be him horribly, horribly injured. Kapow! In for the 15-point Ether Tide. Good game. Yeah, he has some questionable equipment choices, so I think he might just be... I don't know. This feels like he's probably bought some Channel Flitters and some other bits and added them to the starter deck and is trying it out online. So for what he's got, I think he played that fine. There was questionable choice of what equipment he tried to break. He should have been going for the hat. It would have made his life a lot easier. Because he did actually break a piece of gear, and if it had been the hat, that combo would... I mean, I wouldn't have done that. Basically, I'd have waited for some more life gain. So it would have really bought him some space. Standard 46 damage Verdance things. And that's the Jarl matchup.